show us some cool stuff, because I'm sure they've gotten plenty of Inferno experience, even if it's not the best practice in the world.
1.08 are the Betway odds in the favor of Renegades, and that 0.08 is the small margin of error we said that, you know, upsets may happen. It is BO1 at the end of the day, but the pistol has begun, and we already have Aequus trying to wrap around this arch side. It's not going to happen. Not at all. They get pushed out, but they do get the rotations out of Renegades. They push them a little closer to the A site, and now they're going to try to just jump and hop back into B. 1v3 for Anarquez, and he only gets one.
Rocking the cradle, back to B, into the USPs, and losing the round. A very similar territory to tons of pistol rounds that we've seen on Inferno. Very common to do. Try to control the rotation, similar to clearing up bathrooms on overpass, falling back to B. You're just trying to push the CTs back and forth, force them to overpeak, take them out of their comfort spots, and try to catch them in flux in rotation. And when you do that, then you either kill them and plant the bomb, or you lose your duels and die like we just saw. Renegades here, anti-eco, and Aequus, because they didn't get a bomb plant, have only upgraded a couple of pistols. Specifically Anarquez, specifically a Deagle.
Same again, a little bit of arch pressure, bomb leading the charge. Gratisfaction swinging out to pick up pieces, will find Hydra just as he nearly found himself back into cover. Anarquez again in a clutch attempt, and he has established it with a Deagle headshot. He's got 2 kills on the round and is halfway gone in terms of health. He knows Azza was over towards Arch, doesn't know, however, where JKS has gotten off to. And it's right here on mid. Not even going to check it, peeks right into his death, and that is a 2-0 from Renegades, but a costly one, Laundry.
Expensive, but they only bought SMGs that round. I think they needed to recover maybe 1 rifle round, if that. So overall, it was pretty cost effective. Didn't want to lose players with armor, ideally, but at least they made a lot of their money back. Aequus now will actually have a much better buy. For some reason, the Renegades have decided to rebuy into mostly SMGs again. So this is no longer a bonus round, but I guess because the last round was so expensive, they didn't have enough for rifles. Very interesting stuff. JKS jumping out to the bottom of the banana with the assistance of a smoke, and then nades from his teammate. Gratisfaction comes out with a free one. Bomb drop, 3 players spotted.
High flash and a second attempt. Doesn't decide to go all the way around, and why would he? He's got so much support from his teammates nearby. Gratisfaction, gonna have to let them cross, however. So there is a chance for Aequus to pressure this bomb site. The rotators have been smoked off, but these separate 1v1 duels do manage still to get a little footing. Only Hydra left, and he's dueling versus Pit. So much cover for Liaz there that all is good in the hood of the Renegades. 3-0. And even now, some free rifles. Look at that, 4 AK-47s brought forward from the previous round.
It's not a game where you go around and loot people like you would in other battle royales.
Other battle royales.
Because we are now battle royales. So
hell yeah.
But when you do get all those kills, and you have time remaining, and you have players alive, you can upgrade. They went from 3 SMGs to 3 AKs. 4 AKs, actually. So that very, very healthy buy from Aequus goes down with barely any fight, and the split wasn't too bad. They forced their way up Arch a little bit because they lost their initial player and gave up too much info when the first guy died to Gratisfaction. But they continued along as swiftly as they needed to. And here's a, oh my god, open up both sides of mid. Zensor with the 1 Deeg, too strong. However, he'll get killed. And oh, Asylum goes for the nice trade. 2v2 at this moment, but the bomb is... That's depressing. That's a situation where if you had a bomb, such a winnable round, even though they're low on HP. But at least it's not the Renegades to rotate through mid. So Aequus don't know that. They'll go back, get the bomb. They'll be concerned about players who might have pushed down Banana. But they have nothing to worry about, and they'll probably rotate back through the same spot. They've got plenty of time to do this. Just don't want to die on the site. And the Renegades will get more and more nervous. Why aren't they planning? Where is the bomb at this moment? Have we spotted the other player? These are all questions they'll ask themselves. Anarquez sure that he's being stalked, but he doesn't at the same time want to take too much time. He'll soon realize that he can get a free plant. The other issue is that Asylum is getting stalked on the site. Yeah, just assumed he'd go B. But here it is, JKS starting, or Jacob starting to get a hint, drifting back and forth. 20 seconds up. And our other man has slipped off the site. Successful B plant.
Damn, I was thinking to myself, maybe bomb goes B, but surely they wouldn't be able to move that AK over. However, it does come down to it. Renegades, now a little worried that there's maybe an anchor here on the bomb site. Don't realize that they have been juked and duped. They will get over towards B. What's the after plan? We've got Asylum, that AK wielder with Kevlar back in the depths of Banana. Anarchez, he's going to be out here in the open. Fires off his deagle, fully flashed, can't hit the mark, and so he's down. But the time could be an issue. Asylum's still back here.
He's going to nade this. Yeah. Oh.
Done.
Didn't even have to see him. Didn't even have to look at him in the eyes.
Just killed the man.
Wow.
You know?
You know, that was a fantastic retake.
It was, actually.
I mean, they only had a deagle in construction, but the flash assist was perfect.
Yep.
They read the spot of the last remaining player. Aequus have been downloaded, and they weren't a big file.
No. Quick little, not even a megabyte.
They had many seaters.
We're talking KBs. But that was a round, obviously, that's never supposed to go the way of the terrorists. They did just have some deagles to get going. So, you know, there's a bit of a catch there in the sense that you're excited because a near non-existent buy netted you so much success, but also you failed in the 2 versus 2. However, considering they did go back and retrieve bomb, slipped out of the A bomb site, it's like I wouldn't have considered that even that a failure. It was just holding the actual plant as Renegades just tore through them. Like we said, perfect flash assist, and that deep dunk grenade really is a message at the end of this.
Nade comes over the top of the B site as all of the T's are postured up for a full-on exec. Let's see what you got, Israel. Where will the Molotovs land? Is it going to be a contact play? They're keeping it light. Flash goes over, and it is highly effective. Jacob's going to spot that for his teammate. JKS, though, has to hit the shots, and he goes ahead and gets 2, but Jacob comes in for the trade and gets blasted away. We get down a 3v3 post plant.
Yeah, that's the crucial trade frag, right? That's the one that at least keeps the numbers even. However, we've got utility on the belts of Renegades. Smoke in their face, though. You know, B-Site Inferno, not always the easiest retake in the world. They're going to go 3 players into the depths of this back bomb site. So they're trying to keep one man just tucked away, use that element of surprise. Surely they're not all back there, they say. And here they come, flushed out by the flames. There's enough time to jump on bomb and defuse. Another successful B retake.
There's probably a bit that Aequus could have done to play the post plant better. However, Renegade's utility was perfect, and it wasn't like they were in abnormal spots, but they had so many people, you knew they were going to populate quad, emo. They even went for the double emo, which I totally respect. But Renegades had so many nades left over because Aequus didn't default and try to bait out utility from A.
Exactly.
And those A players come in for revengeance for their fallen comrades at B. And if the time permits it, they have the utility to flush out people. There's no smokes to re-smoke the B site. The CTs know how to win those. Simple protocols for Renegades. And Aequus will go back onto another buy. But I will say, they did get in the bomb site with so much ease.
Yep.
One
very
flash.
Convincingly.
Yeah.
You know, JKS, sure, he commits to the spray down, but they had a man going over the top of the boxes. They had one using the smoke to pop out from the
like
side of
spider
barbecue.
monkeys.
Just all over the place. Sea monkeys, even.
Sea monkeys. Sea monkeys on jet skis.
Oh, that's real quick.
Sliding through.
Just as fast as Renegades transition 3 players to this B site, even, Launders. They've gone ahead and thrown up the numbers. Gratisfaction peering downwards. It's blinded and fragged off the half wall. Humpty Dumpty has broken wide, and B site prime for the taking. Jacob going to use that utility. This is that pressure we talked about, you know, getting the utility out of them. But it's proactive. They flash over, and they get back not only control, but information.
They'll be playing anti-flash in that situation, and they get shied off the angle. The Renegades will fall back for a boost on the half wall. On the other wall, Flowers and Azur, he'll win this fight. He loves this fight. But if he doesn't take it, it's his choice.
Yep. This is now the 5th time that we've seen Aequus Club hitting the A bomb site, so a consistent trend. Azur's going to throw himself past the pillar, doesn't win his duel, and now we've got a problem for Renegades. 5 versus 3. Oh, Lee has, though. Deep hit. He's down to 20 health just because of the Molotovs, but he does still have a chance at another duel. Damage done. Good for him. But how about another retake?
A no-nade retake this time. This is one step harder for the Renegades. They have enough health to get in there. They've got enough time to work the angle somewhat slowly, and the first duel comes for free. It's a pure duel at lane. Jacob straight up loses it, and that's all JKS will need to see.
Here we go. Aequus on the board.
Not bad.
These rounds have been, you know, one step further each and every time. Like you just mentioned it, this was a retake that had no grenades. You know, the retake before was a man disadvantage, but also with grenades.
Yes.
So it's like, it's getting harder and harder for Renegades over the course of these last 3 retake attempts, and this is the one that they finally can't pull off.
Sure, and yeah, they worked banana. I mean, they went, oh, JKS doesn't get that kill either. I mean, they have, oh no, they don't have that much money. He could actually personally couldn't afford that. He wasn't even looking to drop anybody. He just needed money for himself. That's a gun that they should have kept. Now, if he didn't spray everything into that one pipe, that kill would have come. Because I think it was 1 bullet is all he needed. But he doesn't get it, and Renegades now save.
They'll splurge a little on the frag grenades, so prime the mortars. Artillery inbound. Chuck down mid to no avail. 0 damage dealt.
Uh-oh, 5-7, 1 shot because it was close enough. Azur gets away with murder. The molly is not that good, yeah, and he finds a place to sit back behind it. The nade to follow up also doesn't catch him. He's got plenty of health, and he keeps the map control. He's holding on to it.
Cost them a lot in terms of utility, in fact.
Look at the 2 health on Punked. Zenser's half HP. Anarchist is dead. Aequus are in shambles.
Let's see if they've got the grit. Gonna come back into the top of Banana. Azur, having had them expend all the grenades to get him out of there, finally just gives it away.
Look at this. The stack is so good. They baited that out perfectly. Just Azur falling back to the site was enough. Aequus, they've baited themselves. They feel like they've done enough to have seen that Renegades are stacking B, trying to bait them into the setup. Meanwhile, they're going to run headfirst into this. And yeah, the CTs are getting a bit frisky, but there's still 3 dedicated to lane. Gratisfaction will look to get that info. He makes a bit of noise jumping over at A. At 30 seconds, do they want to go back? It's a complete blind gamble.
Yeah, a little bit of noise could actually trickle them into lane. Could be intentional even. So they've shown up. They can still easily win duels, but oh my, JKS tap, tippity tap. He's got 2 headshots from the graveyard stairs, and Aequus have fumbled the ball. That's like watching the antelope show up at the watering hole. There was crocodiles in the water.
You didn't see the spines?
God damn. That one's gotta hurt. They were finally on the board. They finally broke through after having 3 consecutive bomb plants, and then they lose to pistols.
Dropped into a pit of ninjas.
How do you dig yourself out of this hole?
I don't know. And Renegade saved, so they have so much money now. Tough. That's tough. They just played it really nicely. I mean, Renegades also gamble stacked, but they didn't give up on their gamble stack.
Right.
And they did what they had to do at B. It's cool. It was cool to see how adamant Azur was about staying there and making it seem like he was going to hold top banana, and then falling back as if he was trying to lure them in, coming for a lollipop. You know.
And you know, I'm still wondering that little bit of sound gratisfaction made on Arch side. You know, if you make sound on the close side of those smokes, that's got to convince your opponent to not push through it.
I think, yeah, they were just worried at that point. They're like 30 seconds left. Like, oh man, are we running to a stack? But we already walked all the way back up to top mid. We smoked Arch. We've got to commit. They still had 4 players with better guns. It would be difficult if they ran into a stack. I knew they were mentally prepared at that point to maybe have to do it, but they still could have won. But the spots were solid from the Renegades, and obviously JKS didn't even have to move. He probably took his hand off of his keyboard and just started firing away with the USP. Totally safe from the graveyard. Excuse me. And Gratisfaction will now be opping.
Here we go. I'm all for it.
He did actually opt that other rifle round, but he got killed up on the half wall on B before he could take a shot. Aequus threw a nice flash to push him off. And now Aequus are looking to work towards A quite quickly. I do appreciate how they don't waste time. They spend a reasonable amount of time going for map control. Maybe a little bit risky with how quickly they push things. But playing too slowly can be hard enough. And oh, look at this. All the trades coming out already.
Yep. Ponked even gets burnt to a crisp. Gratisfaction still wants his op frag, and he'll eat some damage in return. Anarchist has been pretty damn good with pistols. Obviously not going to be enough here. So they have fallen short with their force buy launders.
So quickly the conversation will turn from, oh, they got so close to winning rounds to, well, it's 11-1, 16-2. Yeah, was the game close? Yeah, I guess they were kind of good on T side, but they didn't close out. And
Right.
the more rounds that go by, the more confident Renegades will get. Probably the more brash they'll get. And it'll only get more difficult.
Nice shots.
Oh,
And a follow-up. Fare thee well, Zinser.
I didn't even realize the window for that shot was still open. That second kill. Really nice stuff.
Just smooth anti-eco. Completely plucked them apart before they had a chance to really get moving.
Oh, and Asylum goes straight jacket on Azza.
Damn. Little P250. Straight to the dome. Gratisfaction seems to know, but a no-scope will be on the mark. 4 kills from the op in the anti-eco. Really smashing their hopes of making waves in that round.
I think I found Gratisfaction's glasses.
Oh, the ones you found in the lobby.
I'm seeing him wearing very similarly styled, I don't know if they're Ray-Ban, but very similarly styled shaped glasses. Yeah?
Yeah, I think you stole his glasses.
I mean, I don't know who put lenses in them because they're sunglasses now, but those are oddly familiar.
Have you found a mustache like that anywhere?
It didn't come with the glasses. There was no nose and mustache attached to the glasses.
The 3-in-1. Ooh, the one and done. Gratisfaction.
That's an ace, right? Because he got 5 in a row.
Yeah, you'd think. If only it counts like that. But here we go. Ponked and Sensor, a couple of headshots. Really swift lineup there between JKS and Jacob. Azzer, the 3-man on this B-bomb site, gets 2. So once more, you know, there's a hope, there's an opening, and then somebody from Renegades throws in this individual multi-frag that takes them aback.
A bit unlucky from Aequus because they didn't expect Azzer to be that close, and it was weird that there was 2 players who died that instantaneously on Banana, and yet there was somebody who was also ready. But I think it's because Renegades were setting up to potentially retake Banana. I think Azzer was just going to throw a flash for them. They didn't see that and ran into the stack. Unfortunate, unlucky, but they still have a chance. Although their chances are much slimmer. 2v3, and the bomb is drifting back into another fight. Azzer is looking for more, and it looks like he will. Oh, the mouse wheel almost lets him down. But there's a bomb. Hydra certainly gets his kill, right? Yep.
Too easy for the first one. What's the follow-up? Liaz has been here what feels like the entirety of this half, every single round, back in the pit. Aequus has not done a good job of getting him out of there. And nor will Hydra get a second kill. So we got a 4K from Gratisfaction in the anti-eco. Azza says, ha, that is not impressive. Picks up 4 of his own this time.
This is Jacob's round. He's going to get 4 kills here. Everybody will have 10 or 11 kills. Heck, maybe even whole ace. It's an anti-eco, and I could totally see Aequus going for a B hit again. After exploiting B so easily that last round, they're thinking, we have a chance. Ecos have been 50-50, and they fanned out a bit into some type of default that Ponk gets the first frag. And I've noticed that smoke, if the smoke plumes a little bit later than JKS running down Banana, and I feel like he's there to, knowing that, trying to get a kill at bottom Banana, running up to get to the logs, but there's a small window of time that Ponked, I think, was able to see him. I don't think that was through the smoke. To flash rush. Will Jacob be blind? Keep an eye on Asylum's flash, the X-ray, and see if the trajectory is good. Oh no, they actually just run through. It works just as well.
Yep. You said Jacob's round for a multi-kill, and here it is. 3 immediately. Does get tagged up ever so slightly, but his confidence will be bolstered because Azza is now behind him to throw his own flash. It is the ace.
Even
Launders,
ace.
you're
Maybe
clairvoyant.
even ace. Oh my god, dude. See, I think, I don't know, I could probably put that on my resume, but I'm not sure I could prove that I knew that.
Yeah, fair enough.
That's the only problem.
Yeah, even a broken clock is right twice a day.
Twice a day. But yeah.
The bomb plants have really gone out the window. Remember that from round 4, 5, and 6, we actually had Aequus in a very real chance. So if you tuned in for that segment of this T-side, you'd think to yourself, there was a real chance. But just like you said, after they failed in the 7th round, that narrative now shifts into, wow, watch Renegades shut them down. And for 5 rounds in a row, it's been exactly that. No plant, easy kills, solid anti-ecos with either a 4K or an ace. So, you know, one player from Renegades can shut down this entire team in those sorts of rounds, it seems.
Yeah. And you know what? There's nothing, when I'm trying to think, because I'm sure there's a few Aequus fans out there that are wondering what they could take away from this. And after watching it, I've seen some executes that look very simple. And you know what? This could be an important round. JKS continuing his absolute dominance from that pistol. Eco ace and, oh, it's actually Jacob from the back, excuse me. Who got those kills? Oh, JKS.
Yeah, JKS.
Okay.
All right, Asylum. Dish some damage back the other way. However, now what? Gotta get this bomb back at some point. It's on the other side of a smoke with Jacob looming near. It's wild that the moment we get back into the gun rounds here, you know, we talk about that confidence boiling over. JKS just goes sprinting down Banana. You know, one of those kills, he didn't even stop to move.
260 movement speed at least.
Just tore him apart. Now Liaz comes out of his pit. What year is this?
Robin Williams.
He's been in there since the beginning.
I was exploring these things called buildings.
Yeah.
They invented.
He's trying to make human contact, but there's nobody over there. Renegades over on the bomb for the most part. Very clearly, with Gratisfaction watching behind, they're open to the possibility of that CT flank. So Asylum will come back into mid, and poor Liaz, he should have never left home. Now, can you do one better? You could still win the round with the kills. The timing's going to be a very big issue.
This would be insane. Oh, flushes the first player out. Oh, can't get the duel. And obviously, because he has to get the bomb and go and plant, Gratisfaction's like, I'm not going to play this game.
Yeah.
I don't have to play this game.
Good luck, Jacob.
I'm going to Liaz's pit.
And he runs away. 10-round lead now to the boys on Renegades.
Oh, back-to-back buys. They didn't get a plant there. They saved enough money to put together a pretty decent buy here, though. And so they're going to try again. Really wanted to recap the half, but maybe we'll wait probably next round, depending on whether or not Aequus win. I'm not saying they're going to lose. I'm not saying they're going to win. I'm not implying anything. I'm not assuming anything. I don't know the future.
3 rounds ago you did.
I selectively know the future.
Only when it's convenient. And, well, that, not so much. Losing to the 5v4 immediately straight out the gate. Had not seen Gratisfaction try to use that op on balcony right away. He had been prying down from middle, but he changes things up. Dances to his own tune. Aequus at a loss. They do get back into the apartments themselves. They did not really pressure Banana all too much at the beginning of this, and no real need, because Renegades didn't either.
Oh, I heard that Molotov damage somebody. Liaz gets flashed into halls. It was a fine flash. It was just that Asylum hadn't peeked yet. And in fact, because he wasn't peeking, took it as a cue for him to go out for more. Smoke comes down on the site. This could be promising. Oh, however, they're falling back to B, and Renegades have pulled the goalie.
Damn.
A free site to take. JKS gets the memo, tries to hightail it back. And the nades are coming out from Aequus, but are they taking too long? They haven't smoked the site off yet. And they don't have a smoke to even cross.
Yeah, this could be painful. JKS cuts down the first 2. Uses his own smoke to obscure their vision, so poor guys just had to go for the gun duel. Like you said, didn't have any utility to really assist their entry. And Azza finds Asylum. Anarquez with a wallbang through the church. And we have ourselves a 12th round from Renegades.
Okay, so they win. Aequus potentially could buy if they wanted to. they've got enough money with the bomb plant.
That's one of those rounds where it's like, oh, nicely done. You finally threw a fake.
That was
right,
good.
and a successful fake that gets us hyped.
They
But
just needed one smoke.
exactly.
Oh,
So
that would have made all the difference.
Yeah.
They might not have realized on their way back. Everything made sense. They're like, yeah, this is a good opportunity, but they just needed one smoke.
Yep.
Renegades didn't push to bottom banana that round, so there was the opportunity for them to know that without actually have cleared out banana.
I think that's a fine example of a round where you can make the argument one smoke literally makes a difference.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, it's unlucky, and there haven't been too many blatant errors that Aequus have done in this match. They've gotten out fragged a little bit. They've gotten out mid-rounded a little bit with the 2v2 retake in the beginning. They got the hard reset. Obviously, they didn't win the pistol, so all these things stack up. But overall, it's not been too bad for Aequus. They keep it simple. And maybe that's all that's made it so easy for the Renegades, is they're not doing anything too unorthodox, so the Renegades don't have any special threat that they have to deal with, some type of regional play that's unique to Israel that no one can be prepared for.
It's just been a rather standard game of Inferno.
Standard game of Inferno. Oh my god, look at this. 5 players, oh sorry, 4 players are moving over towards A. Maybe they're banking on Aequus not wanting to make that hasty rotate back on last minute's notice.
As is being given a little room to wiggle with, and that's going to cost him. Hydra gets the kill. Liaz inside of the pit has been good for multi-frags, but it's only one and done. Jacob, however, has the corner covered, and then Hydra will peeking out, gets his 3rd kill in the round, in fact.
Go for it. Go for it, Justin Savage.
Touted as the best player on this team. He's meant to be their star. He's been a core member forever. But where's his opening? Surely he makes his play, right?
Maybe he just tries to kill them when they get the pit.
So Justin Savage or Justin Timid?
Justin Timid, apparently. Oh, they exit right into him.
Yeah. Justin Calculated, I think, would be the best bet.
Just in time to get that kill. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, there you go. He gets his frags nonetheless. Sure, they'll lose the round and give Aequus a second.
He could have gone for the retake, got 2 and died, but that was classier.
Yeah.
It got held the exits, got all 3. So even though Aequus win the round, they're even in a worse spot economically than they were last round that they straight up lost.
Yeah, he hands down did the best thing he could have. I'm sure he wants the round win, but he knows how to play proper Counter-Strike. He's been around long enough and has played on many stages. Sometimes I guess you got to swallow your pride. Can't win all the 1v3s.
What do you wash it down with?
A big old glass of milk.
I like
horse milk.
Right, 3%.
One last chance, Launders. One final attempt from Aequus on their T side.
Azure goes huge here. Check HLTV.
Confirmed?
I wonder if Aequus will go back to A. They have an affinity for it, but I can see why. Some of the rounds on B have been a little bit of a mess. But they can still go back there. Yeah, they'll try it again. They've had decent success getting into sites on both A and B. JKS will have some initial contact, and Aequus didn't clear it out as well as they could have. It wouldn't have taken much to get him off that angle.
Right into the meat grinder. 3, 4 players all ready to go. And so, this one's over. Anarquez, he'll try with the scout, but his teammates were already down for the count, and that right there, folks, is a 13-2 CT side for the Australians. Hot damn. We're going to go ahead and throw this one to a break. Aequus will catch their breath and try on their defensive side as well. Will you see one of the most ridiculous comeback upsets of all time? Well, you'll have to wait to find out.
Extreme Masters is brought to you in part by Intel, Vodafone, Acer Predator, Mountain Dew Amp Game Fuel, HyperX, Bedway, and Pay Safeguard.
Welcome back from the halftime break, folks. Things haven't changed all too much since you left, but Aequus do maybe have a breath of fresh air to inflate their sails. It was a decent start on their T side. They had a couple chances, but that round 7 pistol upset from Renegades really did seem to crush them. However, hasn't killed them. They're back into this map with a vengeance. Mohan, this pistol to the 5v2.
You can't blame them for going out for the mid-peak. You can't blame Renegades for trying to take the fight. No one's fault. But Renegades don't get a single kill. Glocks seem to be worse in the bout to top mid, and I can't say I'm surprised.
Ooh, keep your head down, Zenser. Smoke over should elicit the rotation from Aequus. I mean, if they get a swift entry into B, then we're going to have Renegades right back into the potential pistol win. Hydra cleared from new box. Zenser,
Ooh.
He's going to give this up. He wants to play that 4v2 after point, Launders.
Oh, they're going to put... Oh, are they going to push right into their crosshairs, though? Azur, can he hit the shot? Misses it. Can't get the initial duels. No bomb plant for the Renegades. Could have been a buy this round if they just went ahead and stuck it. But instead, we'll only have 2K apiece. Well, we see the first force without a plant. They're winning by so much, they're probably so confident at this point.
Yeah.
Oh, they actually are going to do it. Cool. Very cool. Thank you, Renegades. SMGs from Aequus, because they're not going to anticipate this kind of buy, but they have at least a couple of rifles as well. They've been favoring HEs ever since the first half, which is cool. This is actually a huge problem for Eco, ecoing defaulting players especially. Doing just a tiny bit of damage makes them all one-shottable by these M4s, by these SMGs. And Hall's pops are always pretty terrifying to have to deal with versus pistols. For some reason, they're less scary when it's rifling players coming out of Halls. Here it is, the flash of top mid. And multiple steps heard. I don't know. I think, yeah, we've got Asylum tucked into the site who can tell his teammates about the jumping.
But that pressure is what elicits Zenser's rotation into CT spawn. He holds it down with 2 kills of his own, and Arquez comes back from Library, and as is actually punctured a way out towards Arch. Now things become problematic. Except Ponked. Ponked can be the difference maker.
Oh!
Or
Oh!
is it Justin Savage?
He's holding the rotate. He's got... Oh my god, he can plant default. Whoa, okay. He doesn't know where he's coming from. Yeah, I guess he just knows that he's got a second, so he might clear out lane here. Yeah, this is terrifying. And Hydra's taking his time. He's so low. I mean, in this situation, I say JKS is like a 90% chance to win, you know, based on the fact that he can get the first bullet off. It's going to be a tough round for Hydra.
See Hydra check out that bomb plant, though? He's like, what? It's there?
Oh my god, JKS is going so far away from it. Oh, he's got to kind of run around. Oh, JKS.
He's not on the bomb?
Yeah. And JKS just got to assume that he's not stuck it, and he's correct, even though Hydra has the kit. What a shot from the boy, Justin Savage. Another 1 dig, of course.
Oh, that one comes straight from down under.
Never used a primary rifle in that round.
That, to me, is flashbacks of round 7, when they force-fed them into the USPs, Mohan. It's one of those times where you think Aequus, they're all confident off of their pistol. They're converting rounds like it's nobody's business. And bam!
With your evangelicist.
Evangelicized.
It's my favorite anime.
Something like that.
Evangelists.
There you go.
There we
Hunters.
go. They're preaching the good word.
Damn, JKS.
Oh, wow.
That's a heartbreaker and a half, but you know what? They're susceptible to it as well. Let's see if Aequus can throw a Hail Mary. I mean, they don't have much to lose at this point, so they've gone for the pit stack. Can be a little tricky to get people out from underneath this balcony.
What do you call a weeb that loves to tell everybody about anime?
What?
Evangelionicist.
I can't pretend to understand that. Oh, God. We've lost the plot, but maybe Renegades haven't lost this round. They do get down from the balcony, and they do so with minimal losses, but then here's the problem. Asylum's got his paws on an AK-47, and Liaz only has a little smack 10. Deagle goes down range, excuse me, frag I meant. Now he's getting dinked, and he's done. So yes, the Aequus Club, don't make jokes, take these guys seriously.
Cool. But nice, they steal that back.
Get ponked.
You gotta get punked, kid. Oh, that's awesome. All right. Turmoil here in the final moments of Inferno, or potential final moments. I don't know. Would like to see what the CT side of Aequus looks like on the rifle versus rifle rounds, but we have yet to get there. The round wins have alternated for the last 3 rounds, and Renegades are going to buy back into this one. Much lower chance of winning because because Aequus now have gotten more rifles than they've ever had. Zenser's nade is well placed and takes JKS down to half. The primary threat, the ultimate predator from the previous round.
Oh, but they might get caught mid-boost. They're trying to put in work, but the timing's not going to favor them at all. Luckily for them, they do still win a duel apiece. Zenser and Hydra are alive. But Renegades could still get their bomb plant. You know, a little money goes a long way. Let's watch an Aequus retake, where clearly they have an advantage. See if there's anything to talk about at the end of the day here. Deep Molly, smoke towards Banana, so doing a good job of clearing positions and sectioning others off. Then the timing works out with Hydra coming down from coffins as they also push CT. It's obviously an easy retake when Renegades can't do anything to disrupt it, but at least they've got the motions to go through.
And again, they play very simply on this map. So far, it's starting to work out quite well. Let's see it next round when Renegades have a ton more money. I'm so curious now what Aequus can deliver. I wonder if because they picked the map, they didn't get the side they wanted to, or actually, how did that work? Do we know who got map choice or side choice?
Who got side choice?
Yeah.
It would have been a knife round before it went live.
Oh, it would have been a knife round before it went live.
Watch it. Okay. I believe so, because obviously BO won.
Okay.
Oh, no, because Renegades gets last veto.
Okay, because one of them got because Renegades got 2 vetoes in a row. Yeah.
Aequus gets to ban 3, but they lose decision, and therefore I think they lose side.
Okay, so potentially the side that Aequus were looking forward to. Maybe, just maybe.
I didn't read the rule book. You know, there's only 4 best of ones. From there, it's clear. But other than that, there's not much going on for the Renegades. Losing Azure early. Who's next? Jacob. Probably Liaz. And Arquez doing quick work here in mid. Gets himself a little 4K on the anti-eco. That's got to feel good.
That's cool, you know.
Bolsters the confidence a little.
You can make a clip of that. You've got to have had the frag highlight clips to give people a break, right?
Yeah.
You have an insane 2K, one crazy-ass clutch, and then you just throw in the eco ace, the meltdown, the spray down. And then you go back into the more serious rounds, you draw it out a bit. It's all about pacing. And so eco aces, although are the lowest of aces, are still important. They play a role.
Still count. Still goes to the stats page, baby. Fast gun round coming at you hot. Aequus Club. All right. Maybe taking that confidence from the previous round and trying to wield it. Swing it wildly down middle. Ponk gets himself into the apartments, but he just can't run away. Jacob catching him. And then, oh my, catching Hydra too. Straight through smoke. He'll not get himself the final frag. That is Zenser still alive. But for how much longer? Poor guy's gonna have to walk up through middle, straight into the pinch. It is Renegades with 15 rounds.
A bit disappointing to see the round end so quickly. I would have liked to see what Aequus could have done versus an execute of some sort. or even just basic map control, but they decided to run down mid, which it's nothing wrong with that strat. You can do that. I just kind of wanted to see what the round looks like if they play it out a bit more. But they seem to be kind of an aggressive team, even on the T side, moving in quite quickly, picking a site and then committing to it in 30 to 40 seconds.
Not always having flanks or fakes and whatnot either.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, they're very determined with whatever goal they set for themselves at the beginning of a round.
They come in through the front door. They come in through the front door.
They don't even knock.
No. They don't bring any milk. They're the rude neighbor that you're afraid of.
But at least they do it with a smile. You know, they mean well.
A first kill out for Aequus, and it could be a different state of affairs now as they start to calcify back into their CT spots. 1 player in pit, 2 on the site. Solid enough crossfire. You wouldn't expect JKS to be able to find a duel here. There's nobody sitting in graveyard waiting to pop up. And as for the Renegades, they have eyes on Banana. More eyes than Zenser. He's all the way back. And look at this. They've left the bomb back in the spawn. Someone's got to go get this. And it's a job no one wants to do, guys, but someone's got to do it. Oh, that's unfortunate, huh?
Big save by Gratisfaction there. Keeps Az up for a little moment longer. Plonked will then get the next 2 kills. Good job. He's inside a pit, so he needs to serve as that anchor, and he does so well. Bomb retrieved. Now here with Gratisfaction on the site, but he's eaten flashbang after flashbang. Tries to cross over towards the pit to clear a player out, and it is Hydra from within the bomb site to shut it all down. Aequus Club, decent round on the CT side, and their reward is an economically broken Renegades.
Not a terrible round from Aequus Club, but it's made easy by the fact that Renegades were somewhat disjointed, as the players who were coming around Arch were just stringing along a few too many footsteps behind the last, and Aequus nearly threw it away by trying to push through the smoke to stop them from doing what they thought was going to be a split through B, or a split through Arch to B. That was an incorrect read, so they almost got punished for that. But Punked went hard in the pit, got the 2 kills that he needed, and retained pit control, which is the most important thing to highlight. And buy themselves into another round. Renegades won't have as much money here to try to buy, and Gratisfaction could op if he'd like to, but that might be a bit indulgent. Instead, he'll grab a deagle, smoke, and a couple of flashes. His teammates will basically do nothing. Will do nothing. All the evenly spread, all the utilities spread out evenly among Aequus. They've got 1 of each grenade this round. 5 of each grenade to be specific. Thank you for the little graphic ESL. It's cool. It's cool. Rolling out the new HUD. And we'll see more and more of as the week goes on.
Yeah, you know, you got to spoon feed.
It's an Advent HUD.
Right. Oh, Advent HUD. Yeah. Okay, like a calendar.
Yeah. You thought Christmas was over. Nope, can't escape.
Counter-Strike's the gift that just keeps giving. What do you got, Renegades? Still holding on to that smoke flash with Gratisfaction. He's got the deagle, so he should be in the back line. Looking to pop heads.
That's a good smoke. Wow. Didn't have to show himself. Didn't have to fall off. It's a little poofy, but uh-oh.
What do we have here? Construction wraparound. Anarquez going to be looking to find them, and he will catch JKS just as Zenser figures out what's going on. Gratisfaction comes in, and okay. Fare thee well, Jacob. It was that one deagled utility player, this man, Gratisfaction, that's still the only one up.
Interesting. Is he going to stick this? No, but he does get the kill. Oh my goodness, this is winnable. Zenser's so low. And there's no offshot to be had. Gratisfaction calling out that they might have gone through CT will now make his way down Banana. We don't know if he's going to turn back. He ran the entire way, but yeah, it looks like he's just assuming that Aequus will take too long to decide. Smoke goes down at mid in case someone is tailing right behind him, and the bomb can be planted default. There's no way Plant... Oh, it's actually just crossed into the back of the site. This is a big risk. Ponk is going to go ahead and try to fight him. He finds a corner to hide in. Ponk taking a bit of damage. His teammate's low.
Gratisfaction back now with a little bit of cover. Hits the headshot into Zenser and a tap to finish it off.
Nasty.
What a way to finish this map. Gratisfaction 1 versus